And here's a quote from General Ann. When you landed there, you landed right in the middle of 3 of our battalions of the 66th Regiment, our reserve force. It was the strongest we had. At full strength, the battalions each had about 450 men. Also, there was a headquarters battalion. The regiment's total strength was about 1,600 men. So they're kind of by chance set up on the same spot where these guys are going to go in, which is LZ X-ray, landing zone X-ray. And here they're flying into the LZ X-ray. Captain John Herron, whose Bravo Company troops filled the helicopter, recalls it was a misty, cool morning with some low-hanging fog when we lifted off. But shortly after takeoff, we broke into the clear, and you could see the 105 artillery pounding the areas around the LZ as we headed in. Vietnam, even in war, was scenic, with green jungle, heavy forested mountains, and wild-looking rivers crisscrossing the terrain. Now the helicopters of the aerial rocket artillery slammed the perimeter with rockets, grenades, and machine gun fire using 24 of the 48 2.7-inch rockets they carried. So it's the same thing that we've heard before. It's cover and move, right? As you come into a landing zone like they did in D-Day, what do you do first? You bomb the crap out of it. You hit it with naval gunfire, and they're doing the same thing here. They're prepping the landing zone by dropping a bunch of 105 howitzers into around the surrounding area around the landing zone, and then the helicopters, once it's too close and the howitzers have to turn off, then the helicopters start shooting, and they do their best to clear the area around the landing zone. That's what's going on. Back to the book. The People's Army commander on the battlefield, then Senior Lieutenant Colonel Nguyen Hu An, says, when you dropped troops into X-ray, I was on Chupong Mountain. We had a very strong position and a strong mobile command group. We were ready, had prepared for you, and expected you to come. The only question was when. The trees and bush limited our view of the helicopter's landing, but we had an observation post on top of the mountain, and they reported to us when you dropped troops and when you moved them. So, man, I talk about all the time about having the high ground. Well, when these guys are landing in a valley and they're surrounded by high ground, so you're at a tactical disadvantage there.